Our first speaker tonight will be a man that I got to know last year in Exeter. He's a warm and funny man, unfailingly polite and generous. It's Mr. Peter Aidan, the father of the bride.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Expectations are high now. Well, I'd like to start off by welcoming everybody here. So it's a big occasion for Carol and for the couple. So we're thrilled to have you here. So for us to meet friends and family of Chris Dorr and Joe and Moira, some of whom we've had the pleasure of meeting before, and it's a little bit more like a reunion than meeting for the first time. Please silence yourself. But others of you that we haven't met before, it's our pleasure to meet you because Chris Dorr has talked so much about his relatives, and so it's again just a great opportunity for us. And the peanut gallery. For our friends from America and Scotland, thank you for traveling so far to join us here. So. And finally, a special thanks to Jamie Hamilton for a beautiful service today. Okay, so enough about you guys. We're going to turn the attention back to the couple now. So as Kelsey made clear on our walk down the gravel path today, not great with having the spotlight on her all day, but that's what today's about. So, and as somebody else said, if you didn't want attention on you, you shouldn't have worn such a beautiful dress. But they are a handsome couple, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful location, beautiful day, which is a little uncertain, given at least to us. Although I understand it hasn't rained here in 10 days or something, which I find really hard to believe. But, and I don't know if you noticed, but lovingly decorated. So the centerpieces and your place cards and menus, we got to observe the labor that went into this theme as Kelsey was hand printing these at home. So it was a labor of love for her, and Kelsey turned out great. Thanks. So I'm her dad, so I'm going to brag her up a little bit. But she's not only beautiful and creative, but she's also, I think people would describe her as very practical. And so when Kelsey went off for a semester abroad, and then we find out she's got a boyfriend, and even she, I thought this was true to form, described Chris Dorr as impractical. Like how was this going to work, right? Or inconvenient and practical. So then she comes home, Carol and I pick her up at the airport, and she says, in a very serious tone, "Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you." I'm like, shit, she's pregnant? Or she's what happened? So when she said, nope, they've just decided to continue their relationship, I thought, great, this is awesome. I can live with that. I mean, as a practical and overly protective father, I was actually kind of concerned about this. So if she led with that, I would have had problems with it. But you did a good job of setting my expectations so that this was perfectly fine. But I was actually kind of concerned that this was going to work because it's a long-distance relationship, and it wasn't. Kelsey and I had a talk about my concerns about whether this was going to end up with her getting hurt or not. The kids also predicted I wouldn't tear up. Wouldn't have taken that, but then we finally met Chris Dorr for ourselves. He came over to visit, and so I thought of some words I would use to describe Chris Dorr, right? So, clever, funny, intelligent, trivial, perhaps. Yes, he has a love for trivia. Studious. It must be said, great hair. But no, we were thrilled I'll hand this to my AV consultant while I work from here. But we grew to love Christopher very quickly. So he's great. And actually, I have to say, after having the family come and visit us and getting to know them, that all of the kids are a credit to Moira and Joe. So yes. You guys are tremendous, and you should be very proud. And again, as that overly protective dad, not least of all, Christopher was very good to Kelsey. So that was, excuse me, my criteria. And their relationship went through a lot, right? So most relationships start with dating. Theirs started with dating, but it was dating with a deadline, right? So how was this going to work? Then it became transatlantic dating. Then it became enforced immigration separation. And then probably worst of all was the last 9 months living with us as in-laws, living with the in-laws in a small bedroom, right? So that's not a lot of fun. And then there was the health scare that Jamie alluded to. But what I observed was that through all of that, kind of proved that, that they are not just good to each other, but good for each other. That they really, you are more together than you are apart. So I want to welcome Christopher to our family, and I hope you guys will join me in a toast, not just to the couple, but to all of you. And I'm going to try this in English and in Irish. Where's my glass? Thanks, I'll take that. I got this as a traditional Irish wedding toast, but health and long life to you, Sláinte agus saol agui.
Thanks very much for those heartfelt words. Thanks very much, Peter. It was lovely. Next up, I would like to introduce a man with a lot of stories, a beautiful singing voice, and far too many horse racing clips. Mr. Joe O'Kearla, father of the groom.
Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you, Peter, and Carol, for fantastic celebration and wedding. Fantastic, and we appreciate everything you've done for us. It is a moving moment for us all, but also a happy one. It's Lord or Steely on Lord Show. The Chorja Christopher an seo agus I gin. Agus iad siúd atá imethe Slín fiorna. An ábhar seo tá an mamó dadó tistí bháile agus Greta Kelsey an sois. Faoi chumargur J gur siad. Is lá dar Steely an lá seo freisin do na tismathóir. Carol, Peter, Nora, agus mé féin. Agus tá nói is an lá go joy do the lánoin nua fósta. Christopher agus Kelsey go mar sibh for nuiad. This is a great day for the friends of Christopher and Kelsey here and abroad. It is a great day too for the parents, Carol, Peter, Maura, and myself. And of course it is a wonderful day for the newlyweds, Christopher and Kelsey. Jungta and Maura and Astra. Congratulations. At this juncture, I would like to avail of the opportunity of heartily welcoming Kelsey to the O'Kearla family. And if I can paraphrase an old Gaelic poem of the 18th century, slight change, but we were translating it. On law good Angan who, on law da fucking who. We loved you when we first saw you. As I mentioned, this is a great, great day for a whole lot of people. Days like this reminds me of a song of Van Morrison. Any Van Morrison fans around now? They don't happen in vacuum. A lot of planning, work, and attention to detail is required. A lot of work on behalf of a lot of people, particularly Peter and Carol, and Christo and Kelsey, of course. And at this point, I would like to thank Peter and Carol for hosting this event, and the previous event in Boston last year. Thank you very much. Girl, This location has much meaning and resonance for our family. Christo had many celebrations here. Other members of our family have celebrated here also. Indeed, Christo brought Kelsey here for a meal in 2010. It really has been a home from home, and it is great that they've chosen this location to celebrate their wedding. And at this juncture, I want to thank Kelsey particularly for all the work that she has done, all the detailed work, the beautiful website, the beautiful invitations, all the minutiae of the work. Well done, thank you very much. Christo and Kelsey's wedding is a historic location for both families. Kelsey and Christo are the first members of both families to get married. Hopefully there will be more.
Take note.
But not too soon, folks. We have to get over to some first, okay? It is opportune, therefore, that this wedding is taking part in a very historic part of Ireland, Royal Meath. Any Sean Boylan fans here, folks? No? Yeah. Up to Royal, okay.
Insider.
Royal Meath was one of the ancient provinces of Ireland with cultural links to our Celtic forebears, who arrived in Drogheda many centuries ago and sailed up the River Boyne. Vestiges of which are found in our language, our place names, and places like Newgrange, older than the pyramids, and I understand that some people visited Newgrange. I hope you enjoyed the visit. As I mentioned, this wedding is a sequel to a previous wedding that was held in Boston, that was also hosted by Carol and Peter, for myself and the Boston gang. Where's our Boston gang? Here we are. What can I say about our trip to Boston? It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Carol and Peter were the perfect hosts from touchdown to takeoff. And they looked after all our needs in lots of ways, from meeting us at the airport, welcoming us to their home, introducing us to Otis. What a welcome. What a circuit of the house he did. Citius, Altius, Fortius. And he bolted around the house, just and would have been proud of him. To my Irish friends, because there were also wonderful trips to scenic locations. And to my Irish friends, I would say that New Hampshire is a beautiful state with a great motto. Seize the day, folks, and go there, particularly in the fall. And we must not forget the trip to Perkins Cove, right there on the Atlantic Ocean that some of you saw last Saturday in Galway. And I hope you back plenty of winners. And of course there was a trip to Boston where Christo and Kelsey helped out. Folks, if you ever give up the day job, both of you would make excellent tour hosts. Thank you very much, particularly to Carol and Peter, for affording us the opportunity to attend the function and for your generous hospitality that you provided during our stay. Thank you very much, Gur Mile Mahagaf. Well, what can I say about Christor that has not been said before? Well, Christor, being the firstborn, had to carry the mantle of being the eldest in the family. It has its ups and downs, but it does give the person concerned the opportunity of shining a light and setting an example for the rest of the family. I think Christo did well in this feat, not only in the area of academia, but also in encouraging his siblings to do better, a motto dear to the heart of most families. I'm sure that it was not always sweetness of night, but somebody had to be first, and Christo was first in lots of ways. Well done, Christo. Thank you. Well, what can I say about Christo the man? Christo the persona.
Put your glasses on.
Christo was always the quiet sheep in the family.
The torture look up Christo's
But one day when he disappeared behind the health centre with one of his girlfriends.
I'm recording this.
Christo had many girlfriends, Well, we knew he was normal. And when in subsequent years he started dressing up, and time was of the essence. All those lips into town, Christo. All those lips into town. Well, we knew something was up. We weren't sure. But when my nephew Eddie, where's Eddie? When Eddie announced that Christo had a girlfriend, well, we knew that something was rotten in the state of Denmark. That's incorrect. Something was beautiful. Christo was in love. And then there were those trips to Boston. Christo was quite secretive about it. I presume, however, he was keeping his cards close to his chest. Remember those famous words by a recent US president? I did not, whatever, you know. Christo, I promise I'll use that word, okay? It was clear, however, that his heart was elsewhere.